biggest lie in life and work is that everyone has 24 hours a day. Some people actually master time. Watch this video, I will explain how to gain more time without taking stuff off your plate. I know that sounds disruptive, but if you are a high achiever who is constantly hustling, secretly exhausted, and always feeling that squishing, anxious rush inside your body, you already know the truth. You don't operate on 24 hours. You operate on a few frantic, stressed, clenched hours of effective time, followed by hours of dread, exhaustion, and burnout. So you are done hustling your nervous system into burnout just to meet impossible deadline. You want the next level of success, the calm, focused success that comes from a regulated space. Watch this video. So let's start with the radical truth. Your real problem isn't time management. Your problem is your nervous system's or your body's dysfunctional relationships with time. You see, most people have a dysfunctional relationship with time. We were modeled this from childhood. Hurry up, we don't have time, no time for that. But the deeper issue is physiological. When your body and nervous system are stuck in survival mode, fight, flight, or freeze, your entire system operates on stress hormones. Stress by design feels immediate, reactive, and completely unconscious. You cannot control that with willpower. That is one reality that we create. But time is actually perceived and subjective. You've noticed it. Time drags when you're waiting and flies when you're absorbed in an activity. If time is just perception, then why is your default perception always time poverty? I learned the answer through my own healing journey and working with hundreds of high achievers who were burning out at work. As a busy single working mom with multiple commitments, nothing was taken off my plate. I was doing the exact same things, but suddenly I had more time. The first thing I noticed was that I stopped being a slave to the clock. I would get places on time without looking at the clock. Something internal, natural, and calm was guiding me. The second thing was even more interesting. I stopped feeling that internal time-induced panic. I'd have just 20 minutes to make dinner, and instead of that squishing rush that made me grumpy and short with my kids, I would simply cook. And 20 minutes felt like enough for what I needed to do. Where was time? I realized it was inside my body. The more content and regulated I became, the more time expanded. I stopped fighting the clock and started living in the moment. Not perfectly, but living. This isn't theory. This is the physics of the unconscious mind. As a conversational hypnotherapist, I learned that the biggest lie we tell ourselves is that the past is over and the future is years away. In my field, especially with advanced conversational hypnosis, we know that is not true. The unconscious mind operates outside of linear time. Your nervous system is literally a time machine. When my clients spontaneously regress into past memory, I started calling the nervous system a time machine. The time of the event doesn't matter. The emotional data is simply stored and can be retrieved and accessed at any time as if it is happening now. I watch clients access that information from the past and even future resources simply because the body holds the data outside of linear time. The unconscious mind views all of time, past, present, and future, as a simple database of information. When your body carries the weight of all stresses and trauma and that culture of hustling, it manifests as this constant state of being time poor. Your system is stuck, constantly fighting the clock because it's still running from ghosts of the past. But I know how to speak the language to that time machine. I know how to guide you access those hidden resources within your mind to solve even the most difficult long-term stresses embedded in your nervous system. This is one of the big keys to the next level of success. When you regulate your internal state, time stops being a block. You gain focus, your priorities become crystal clear, and your work achieves a quality that hustling could never give you. Your success doesn't need more stress, it needs more regulation. If you are ready to learn the secret language of your internal time machine and finally unlock the expansive success that comes from a completely regulated space, follow for more, or you can jump on a no-pressure call with me to discuss how I can support you if you are done hustling your nervous system into burnout and crave that regulated level of success.